Here at Kerr's Farm, there are 1,100 dairy cows, and that's considered a small farm here in Arizona. They then get to come down and fight crime and end their adventure in a ride in this, the Batmobile. Arizona was ranked number 7 in the nation in 2011 for obesity in 10 to 17-year-olds. Colton Colwell Foundation's new Bat Cave, or as he calls it, a crime-fighting cave. This platform to teach fairgoers about Native American and Chinese culture. Our state has a rich history of farming and ranching. They're even part of the state's 5 Cs: cotton, cattle, climate, citrus, and copper. County recorder offices across the state report that thousands of early ballots have already been received. They feel that more people are voting early because of such a contested presidential seat. It was the perfect weekend to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Barrow's Day on the Lake. Lots of sun, not too hot, and Bartlett Lake was nice and cool. 12-year-old Aiden Ringo looks like any normal kid when he's being pulled behind a boat. But on dry land, he's in a wheelchair due to cerebral palsy and epilepsy. Barrow Neurological Institute's Day on the Lake gave him and the others out there freedom.
It's amazing what they do for kids that can't go out on the lake that much, but still get a day where they can forget where they need to be or what doctor's appointments or whatever crazy stuff that's been happening.
Attendees are able to participate in water-adapted sports like kayaking, tubing, and just hanging out on board a boat. Aiden even has his own signature move while he wakeboards. They call it the Aiden.
I was the first kid to be so relaxed that I literally just put my hands behind my head.
Joe Crawford, the program coordinator at Barrow, said this is a chance for kids to get out and do things they normally couldn't do with their families.
These guys spend a lot of time in the hospital, in the emergency room, therapy at the doctor's office. So this is the time for the families to be together and really have fun together again, and it's wonderful.
And the volunteers out at the lake know firsthand how important it is for these kids to get their feet wet. Brenna Bean started attending Lake Day after a car crash left her paralyzed, but the spinal cord injury doesn't define her. It inspired her.
I'm a recreation therapist. That's the reason why I went into it. Having a disability on my own, I know how important it is for people to know that they can still do things and explore things that maybe they wouldn't have done.
And the smiles on the faces of children and families makes all of the planning worth it.
Just means happiness, fun, and the best day that you could have.
For information on the next Day on the Lake event and how to sign up or volunteer, visit our website, cronkitenews.azpbs.org. In the Broadcast Center, Allyson, Hoskins, Cronkite News.
Kids that have issues and everything come here and it brightens their days.
The foundation was created after Charles Kent met a terminally ill 3-year-old named Colton Cowell and gave him a ride in his Batmobile. After Colton's passing, the foundation opened to let other kids experience the joy Colton did. Tyson Copeland is once again partnering with the Phoenix Police Department to raise even more money than last year.
He went door to door, filling up mason jars with coins, collecting coins from his neighbors. He had asked the police department to step in. We stepped in, donated some funds. This year they came back and said, can you help us again? So here we are. Last year, Tyson raised $20,000. We'd like to double that this year.
Tyson, alongside the police department and MidFirst Bank, want to get this bigger crime-fighting cave so that more kids can get the experience of a lifetime. The adventure begins with the kids finding out the Joker burned down the Batcave. But little do they know, they're standing right above a second secret Batcave. They then get to come down and fight crime and end their adventure in a ride in this, the Batmobile. Colton Cowell's mom works with the foundation, and she says being able to give kids the same experience her son had is incredible.
It's been a healing process like no other. I wish every parent who's gone through what I've gone through had this opportunity, because I always tell people, this is my time with Colton. Every time I'm here, I'm seeing him live on, and the other kids who are getting to experience the same thing he experienced.
The fundraiser is going on the entire month of October, and Tyson encourages people to get involved.
I would like the community to help anybody, anywhere. It would really help.
All Phoenix police stations will have mason jars where you can donate money to the project, or you can donate at MidFirst Bank. The bank has said that they will match the first $1,000 raised. Live in downtown Phoenix, Allyson Hoskins, Cronkite News.